Hey, this is Urbankelt, and we're with the legend herself, the Space Lady.
So they
Uh,
say.
Absolute pleasure to meet you, and really looking forward to the gig tonight. I must say, you are in the top 10 most unique acts of all the people we've interviewed. And you've been doing this for on and off for about 30 years.
I have.
From the 80s,
On and off.
90s, and 20 of that was a street musician.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think so. Both your parents were classically trained, classical musicians, should I say, and you learned the piano, flute, etc.
You've been reading.
Aha, I know my bits. And then you moved on to the keyboard accordion at some point,
Right.
which, in my mind, was probably the seed for the Space Lady.
Sure.
And I think it was your late husband Eric who eventually became your manager and convinced you to bring back, because you retired in 2000, was that right?
Exactly.
From the music industry. I think you had to look after your parents.
Industry such as it
yeah,
was.
industry.
The music street.
And he managed you for a while, and then was it 2008 roughly, I'm trying to guess some good dates here, that the Space Lady came back?
No, actually,
was
it
it
wasn't till 2013, I believe, is when I signed the record
Oh, okay.
contract with Michael Kasparis of Night School Records out of London, Glasgow now, I think. Anyway, so I didn't return to the Space Lady act until 2014, starting with the West Coast tour. And
Wasn't that a
then,
bit of a world tour you did?
well, shortly after the West Coast, we came to Europe and the British Isles as well. And it's been non-stop ever since, and to my fantastic delight.
Yeah, and what's
It's
amazing is
wonderful.
you had a bit of a loyal following, and they returned with you when they
Yes,
got wind back.
yes, and I had new fans who had just heard me on the internet and YouTube and elsewhere, I guess, uploads of.
And is it your son that manages you now?
No, it's my grandson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, two generations down. behind.
That was brilliant.
Yes, sadly, my husband Eric passed away last August, but before he got too sick to travel, he appointed Skylar to pick up where he was leaving off, little suspecting he wouldn't recover, neither of us, but he died quite suddenly. Lymphoma, actually, rapidly moving cancer.
Fair play to you to keep going with that. That's
Yes,
really
I know.
admirable. What I like about your sound is, because obviously it was done on cassette back in the 80s.
Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yes,
though even
yes.
though it was digitalized, it still, you kept the sound, the root sound, and it still sounds live, which I think is really great. And it's because sometimes you get things remastered and it gets too polished, and then it just loses
Right.
its appeal. So that's really good. So you're in London for how long?
Just today.
Oh,
Yes, we fly back to Amsterdam tomorrow, and some town close to Amsterdam is having a festival called Down the Rabbit Hole, which is appropriately enough. I just learned to play White Rabbit before the tour.
oh, fantastic.
Quite serendipitously, because I had no idea this gig would be tacked on to the end of the tour at the time. It was,
Well, you're here at the right time because we're just going through a heat wave, which is kind of
Oh.
unbearable. But yeah, it's never like this. It's
Kinda
normally
like it.
raining or something, or snow even in the summer. It's a bit unpredictable. And how long you do it? Is it a mini tour or is it?
It's been 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little over a month. And then after the Amsterdam gig, we fly home back to the States.
A nice relax.
Yeah.
Look forward to tonight.
I really, really do. I've heard lots of good things about Love Auto.
Yeah, there's a lot, and well, yourself there's a bit of a buzz going around that you're here tonight.
Yeah,
So
I
think
noticed
there's
it's
quite a few
sold
people here
out.
tonight, yeah, and this area, of course, this is where it's very artistic, and you're very cool at the moment. So yeah, looking forward to a really great gig. And can we expect any new material, or are you going to do an EP or anything like that?
Yeah, I've been given an hour and a half to play tonight, so I may be able to squeeze in a couple my new originals, one being a lament over the outcome of our election,
Yeah.
called "O Brave New World." And then I've also channeled a song from the animal kingdom.
Oh yes.
Yes, a
Sounds
rap song
interesting.
actually.
Ah.
And I haven't performed it yet,
Are we going to hear that
so
tonight?
I don't usually have time. But maybe tonight.
crossed.
Maybe tonight, if I feel courageous enough, because as you know, rap songs are pretty much angry poems and in-your-face poems.
yeah.
And let me tell you, the animals are angry with us.
That's another thing I absolutely adore about you is you're vegan, and just your personality in general, how you take everyone as they come, and that shows through your music as well, just acceptance. And the Space Lady, the name, that was coined, was it a local paper? Back when you was a street
I guess
musician.
people were referring to me as the Space Lady.
Was it the
I was
hat?
trying to promote the name Susie Sounds, which
Yeah.
I thought was really easy and catchy. And
I understand with the
But,
music because it's
didn't
very
work.
spacey with the echoes
I
and the
guess
80s
so.
synth.
Yeah, and then my cover of Major Tom kind of cinched the deal.
And the hat. I'm very,
And the hat,
very
of
disappointed
course.
not wearing it tonight because I was going to wear it for the interview.
You were going to borrow it?
Yeah.
Well, I can run and get it.
I'll let you off.
I
No,
will
no,
wear
it's
it
fine.
tonight for sure.
I'll wear it later.
Yeah, I'm only Susan right now. I transform into the Space Lady when I don the helmet. And,
Brilliant. Brilliant.
it gives me additional powers.
So are you just going to keep doing this forever until it's time to hang up the
Yeah,
hat?
until yeah, well, as long as the hat survives, and as long as my voice survives, which is giving me fits every time I come over here. But it's just allergies, and I hope I will adapt and develop immunities or some kind of antibodies that
Yeah,
will
well, it's really hard. I
help
think
me.
there'll be a few sneezes and coughs tonight.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people.
So,
My whole
yeah.
team of 3 are suffering from it. So,
Well, so we really look forward to the gig. How long is it again? 2 hours?
hour and a half.
Will be
If
2 hours.
if my voice holds out.
We'll get them new songs
I
out
may
here.
have to play instrumentally to the end.
So absolutely, thank you for the interview, and
You're so
really
welcome.
look forward to tonight. And then good luck with Amsterdam and the rest of the journey. And I think you'll gain a few more fans tonight.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
more than the many that
I
are
usually
gonna turn
do.
up tonight.
It's
So yeah,
such a delight.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
the honor.